You're listening to Miscast Commentary.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I'm Joe Findlay.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are back with you after a while apart.
It feels like forever.
It does, and it felt like more forever when I was recording those too many episodes by myself because it's just...
God. I
like,
felt the pain.
I wish I could put an unedited version of what I do on those because it's like I have nobody to bounce ideas off and stuff like that. Oh, Todd just got lasered in the eye from my like elf lights. Sorry about that.
Elf on the shelf, you prick.
Son of a bee. But the I sit there and it's like I'll start to say something and I'm like, oh yeah, this movie got a really good review, and it's just like
Is that right?
no, and then
every
it just,
time, too.
and then it just kind of is like Roger Ebert says blah 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 blah, and just dead silence again. And it was just so I have to like cut out all those silences so I don't sound like I'm about to kill myself.
Warm it up, Chris.
I'm about to warm it up because that's what I was born to do. Yeah, sorry, you started earlier, and I'm on it. It's fine.
I'm all crisscrossed.
So many things to discuss. I don't even know. Like the news has happened.
I just got back
for a
from
while.
sea. I have no idea what's happening.
Todd was at the sea. You have any good sea stories for us this time
None.
around? None. It was just
It's hell. I have lots. There's too many to tell.
There we go.
We got a movie to watch later.
You want me to? Yeah.
And they're all XXX rated. You ever seen Caligula?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was about me. I went back to the past and taught him how to fuck.
Did you see? I did see on the news that a chocolate factory like blew up and it made like an entire road of chocolate in Germany.
That sounds exactly the way that Simpsons fantasy scene went.
I was like,
The
oh
land
my
of
God.
chocolate.
The whole road.
That's amazing.
Would you eat that chocolate? Road chocolate.
If it was a thick enough
It
layer of
looked
chocolate,
like it was hella thick.
like if it was like the kind where I'd have to scrape and I'd be scraping road as I was scraping underneath, I don't want it. But if I could scrape and it would still be chocolate underneath my
the
nails,
top layer without getting any shit.
then without question. Well, I don't want any shit. Let's get that.
Well, come on, there's bound to be a couple of bug parts.
Well,
legally.
As long as it's within the
legal bug part limit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I trust the man's bug part science.
I wonder how, I was just going to say, because of all the regulations and shit going down under this administration, I wonder how, I wonder what the limits are sitting right now. It's like crunchy peanut butter now no longer contains chunks of peanut. It's all
bugs.
It's just all the shit they're allowed to put in there.
So it's probably like 60-40 now.
Glass.
60 being the bugs, 40 being whatever. Yeah, glass, shoelace, and crunched up newspaper.
Yeah. Pieces of hushed women.
Hush, girl.
Hushed women.
You're going to be in a chocolate bar soon.
Yeah. That was a big piece of news today. Well, it started like
Women
a couple
are
days
in
ago.
chocolate bars?
No.
Which is why I like them so much?
The people who own the Inquirer just signed an immunity deal because they're going to tell them about what Trump did, and they've started telling them about what Trump did, including he was in the room for the meetings, which makes him super culpable and
totally.
super like.
That's hilarious because everybody always slams like the fucking National Enquirer. That's the straight biz. Why are they getting all this money if they're not the real paper? Just like Men in Black said.
You got it.
Fucking right, it is. I saw that when I was at the gym, and I was like, "Oh my God, the National Enquirer is getting money from Trump, just like everybody else."
Well, I was kind of curious what it was too, because somebody also posted like I don't know how many issues it was leading up to the election, but almost every single cover was a picture of like evil Hillary Clinton. And one was like, we interviewed Hillary Clinton's hitman, like the person she hired to kill somebody. And like, it was like stuff like that.
Yeah, I did
like,
it.
And I'm
Hillary's a nice lady.
Well, and that's what kills me. I'm like, how is that remotely okay to report?
Nothing he does is
Like,
okay. Come on.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about the Inquirer at this point. Is like, you just basically said she murdered somebody.
Yeah.
And
they do it all the time.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
She did.
It's bananas to me. And I feel like
She murders people in person. She's right there.
Well, I could see that.
She sucks the souls out of people.
Yeah. Now, see, that I get.
That's why she was so shocked when she heard Monica Lewinsky sucked Bill Clinton, because she knows she's the only succubus in town.
But the
Hail
thing,
Trump.
the thing I started.
Things have changed out at sea, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at my new toupee.
We made the ocean great again. I know you weren't on the ocean, but I'm just
close enough.
Yeah, there was water, right?
They're all connected somehow.
Yeah, exactly. I pee into both of them. It's fine.
Exactly.
But it then made me go down this kind of rabbit hole of, okay, if Trump were to be impeached, that would then make Mike Pence the president.
It's even worse.
But they're now saying, there's been things saying that he's been present for some of this shit, which would make him impeachable as well.
King Ralph.
We're getting...
Oh my God. It's going to be like the White House dog.
No.
It's going to be one of these hilarious romps.
No, not quite. Speaker of the House, which in January will most likely be Nancy Pelosi, which means all of Hillary Clinton's work to become the first female president, only to get Nancy Pelosi, somebody that a lot of people hate.
I think she's a breath of fresh air.
She looks like Jessica Lange's face. Like one of her old faces. Like
one of Jessica Lange's old, because we know that she's got heads like that lady from Return to Oz. Jessica Lange has a room full of heads.
100%.
Like when they make stop motion animated movies.
Yeah,
she's like, I'm going to be surprised all day. Yeah. Click. There's that face.
And that's Nancy Pelosi. Yeah. But
I can't picture this woman. Who the fuck's Nancy Pelosi?
She's got like the short, like auburn and brown hair.
When she's in that administration. She's a beast.
Yeah, and she's quite old.
And she's still
she's got big wide eyes all the time. And she's always hanging out with Chuck Schumer, who is so not interested.
Face. We should have but sort of Munchie-ish. Yeah. We just put a picture of Munchie in full blown mode.
But yeah, so I just keep picturing.
Let's watch Munchie.
There you go. But I just keep picturing all these people who wanted to be the first female president. Your Hillary Clinton's, your Elizabeth Warren, and then Nancy Pelosi just gets it by default.
Nice.
Fox News people are now finally just flat out admitting the Judge Napolitano guy just flat out said that Trump has committed a felony. He's like, and how do I know he's committed a felony? They told a federal judge. And why would they tell a federal judge? The only reason they would be allowed to talk to a federal judge is if they had tons of evidence and planned on doing something with it.
Nice. You think he's going to get it? Trump forever.
I think he'll probably resign before he gets impeached because there's no he's so a you can't fire me, I quit kind of guy.
I quit.
So
it's going to be Trump across the table from Trump, and he's going to look at himself and go, "You fired."
Yeah.
Or am I fired? Are you fired? Who's fired? What is this? And then they're going to have this big long conversation. That'll be the end.
Sounds like that Rocky meets Stallone sketch that Sylvester Stallone made. It's one of the most god-awful things I've ever heard in my life. It's literally like...
Itchy, man. I'm so dry. It's literally... scabies or something.
You need O'Keefe's skincare.
Oh, I need something itchy.
Good, this will sound
country's
great.
Dry.
Literally the last episode that we had, I yelled at you for scratching so much.
I told you I got scabies. I sleep under bridges. I am the needle.
But in fairness, then you yelled at me for not doing my research. Like we weren't in very simpatico, but it was Die Hard 2. You can only get so far.
Yeah, no, come on. This is directed by Alan Smithy. That's about it.
But let's get beyond that because we did not like Die Hard 2 as much. But it's not like we're gonna have bad movies.
It's fucking terrible.
But it's not like we're gonna have bad movies and things to watch all December, right?
Hell
like for example,
no.
Our next thing that we're watching, it's
segue.
a TV movie. It's not a movie.
Quite possibly the best TV thing ever. The best thing that's ever been on TV.
Happy Life Day, folks.
Happy Life Day, everyone.
We are going to be watching the super popular version. It's probably the biggest Star Wars thing to ever come out. The Star Wars Holiday Special.
Amazing.
You can watch this on YouTube. Calm down, everybody. Calm down. No.
Show it now.
Okay. Roll it. Well, if you watch this late enough, then you can do that.
You can watch it whenever. Right into it.
And yeah, it's on YouTube, so you do not have to go hunting for this if you want to watch along with us.
This is podcast on demand, yo.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, we'll have watched every movie ever made, and you can watch along with us.
That's the whole
podcast
that's the goal.
On demand.
Mm-hmm.
We could be like one of those branch offs of like the movie network.
So if you've not seen the Star Wars Holiday Special, It is.
Oh, I've seen it.
Oh, we've seen it now.
I loved it. I have not seen it prior, I don't think.
No,
I remember it is unbelievably amazing.
I think it had been, I saw it for the first time in college. I don't even think I was aware of it prior to that. And it blew my fucking brains out.
After even seeing it, you're not fully aware until years later what had happened. Only through years of therapy, they're all of a sudden like, what is this? They're like, oh, yes, it's Happy Life Day.
Yeah. So,
well, it's another Happy Life Day case.
But you need to join us and watch along. Even if you're only just going to watch this once to get out of the way, maybe we're the distraction to do it. There isn't a trailer for this as it is a TV show. So there's
Should we be the trailer?
Yeah, let's give it a shot. That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I'm going to yes and with you right now.
All right.
So go ahead. You start off this trailer.
This Christmas, in a galaxy far, far away. Beep, 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 beep. Join all your favorite Star Wars characters for what holiday bash this universe has never seen before and never will again because it's been banned from TV.
Oh my.
With guest appearances from, you just heard C-3PO, R2-D2.
No, that was B. Arthur and Tim Conway.
B. Arthur and Tim Conway.
Harvey Korman.
Yeah, Harvey Korman. B. Arthur. And a family of Wookiees that you've never been introduced to before.
One of them listens to porn.
And so do we all now.
Oh, good Lord.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day.
Forget Christmas. Forget Jesus. Yeah. This is all you need to know.
Stormtroopers acting more like Nazis than in the movies.
Yeah.
Art Carney sort of being Lando Calrissian.
Wookiees, and they're sort of like the potato people.
The invention of the Snuggie.
The invention of the Snuggie is exactly it.
All of these things. We're not lying to you. Like, none of these things are
Does this sound
lies.
like the most appealing thing you've ever heard? Because it is.
Come in your pants yet? Well, take them off and put on a Snuggie.
And then come in those.
And hold an orb of life.
Ooh, I could go for an orb life.
Yeah. You want to see
I broke mine. Now I'm not allowed to have anymore.
Oh, take that one that... It was Trump when he went to Saudi Arabia when they all put their hand on that weird glowing orb and he got his powers. That was, I think that's what that was.
Yeah, absolutely. They all picked.
So that is it. But that is not the only movie because we're going right into...
Double whammy.
Yeah, on Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day,
we have Carrie and I.
Go to your family's house on Christmas Day. Watch Miscast.
My beautiful wife, Carrie, and I are going to put on some onesie pajamas, snuggle in. She's going to drink some wine so she can be, ideally, yeah. But she's going to drink enough wine to allow herself to be in the same room with me for long enough. And
she's got the Texas Mickey coming out, huh?
Yeah. And we are going to watch a movie that has a little bit of a local flair. Christmas Story.
Oh, that's my favorite one, yo.
Yeah, man.
That's my favorite fucking one.
It's so good.
So you're going to wear the onesies with the trapdoor bum.
Yeah.
Because, when you're eating and, you know what I mean, you don't want to have to take that whole thing off to take a shit.
Yeah, well, I've used it for many other kink-related things.
Oh, you flip it around?
No. It's still in the back. It's just like, it's more of an indoor than an out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, the flap goes in and it doesn't come out.
Yeah, exactly. It's
oh yeah, just like a cockroach motel.
It's got
cocks go in, but they don't come out.
It's got a little graphic thing of what I don't allow in the door.
And the only thing is Cheetos.
Anything.
That is it. Cheetos.
Anything that will break off and stay in is not allowed. But bananas,
like frozen animals.
Not all frozen animals, though.
Right.
Some, like a frozen snake, totally fine.
Fine. Not a parakeet.
Not nitroglycerin frozen, though.
Right.
That will break off.
Yes.
Will also burn my anus.
You do not want thawed animal pieces in your rectum.
I disagree. But to each
as
their
long as
own.
They're already thawed.
And that's the thing about Christmas. Christmas is a time to come together and celebrate all religions. Is that what it is?
Yes, come together. You said it, yes.
We all come together.
Like a good family should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing as we didn't get to watch any trailers today.
What a bummer.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll post them online. I'll post the Christmas Story one online and stuff like that. But there's a lot of trailers to talk about.
Sure is.
Obviously, the Avengers Endgame trailer.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the new Winnebago 2017.
Oh, you can
They
get
actually came out with it now.
get your ass an
Wonderful
Airstream.
unit.
I love it.
Wow. Anyways, what?
Yeah, the
Endgame.
the Avengers Endgame.
Is that even the real title?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I think they've nailed that. Actually, it's funny because I kind of guessed Endgame prior, like when the other movie, when Infinity War was out, they said Endgame a bunch.
This might be the Endgame.
Like, this is the Endgame, and like I was just
Is
like,
this
it
the
feels-
Endgame?
Yeah.
Did you say Endgame?
And then there was one
I
point
did.
like Vision gets his thing ripped out, and his last 30 words were Endgame, 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 and it was like, oh, he's malfunctioning. Blah, blah, blah. And then just toss him down.
He's been watching a lot of Max Headroom lately.
Endgame.
Do you think robots like robot-based shows? Are they like dogs or kids?
No, because I kind of feel like it would be like making a black person watch Al Jolson.
Oh,
It's like, no, it's
it's not
like,
happening?
it is a stereotypical version.
It doesn't have to be.
You think I'm here to crush, kill, and destroy? Is that all you think of me?
What if they were
Jesus.
nice shows? Nice robot shows?
No, because even then they're fucking maids and stuff like that. Remember Rosie from the Jetsons?
No, I mean like
And they're
now with
pussies
this
in
whole,
Star
this whole
Wars
thing
and-
that's happening now with the equal rights.
Mhm.
What if there was like a whole network of robots and they had all types of shows,
Yeah.
all manner? Would robots enjoy watching it, or would they be like, "Fuck this, I want to watch humans because I want to be a human"?
Probably. Actually, that is something that is explored in Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh my god!
So-
See that? I did that on purpose.
Absolutely. Running like a fine oiled machine we are.
It's called doing your job, man.
Mhm.
That's what it's called. I don't
So-
do it out there where I get paid, so I might as well do it here.
So yeah, Endgame, we learned a lot from very little. You get to
My question is: has Tony Stark's been in space for 5 years?
yes, he's been in for however long
Holy
it's
fuck,
been.
What's he even eating out there?
Well, he's on the ship. You assume they'd have like provisions and stuff like that. But they do mention that he's running out of air and he's
Yeah, he's running out of everything. But that could be like a kind of a flashback where maybe a year in,
Yeah,
he was out there, then something happened and he's back.
it could be a lot of things. And
Do you think that the brain that he's got, he's going to figure it out, way to just, circumnavigate, do this, that,
yeah,
Do a little MacGyver.
who knows? He's probably been working on it the entire time because they're way further advanced than him. But also, then there's the possibility that because there's other people, Nebula and things like that, who could also be on that ship with him.
Oh, yeah, Nebula should be there, right?
So there's a possibility that they're all on there
Doctor
together.
Strange, did we see Doctor Strange disappear?
He disappeared, yes. You also get you see an image of like the people who are missing and stuff like that. And Shuri, who's T'Challa's sister,
Yeah.
was among those people, which you don't see her disappear in the movie. So this is did she disappear or did she disappear so nobody could find her and she's now trying to like get some. I have a weird feeling she's going to show up in this movie and she's going to help get because
Quantum Realm running.
yeah, because you see at the very end of the trailer, spoiler alert for people who can't wait 2.5 minutes, I'm going on. Paul Rudd as Scott Lang returns.
They're now racing to the end of the preview before you say
hurry, don't say it.
it.
No, I could easily pause you and find out.
Exactly. No.
But you find out that that Scott Lang is back, and now it's a matter of. So now, was it Shuri who brought him back?
Maybe he figured out his own way.
Yeah, or did he just end up showing back up? But now they need to go back, and he doesn't know how to go back, and then Shuri shows
Because
up.
how the
and
hell
helps
does
them
she
get
know
back?
about the quantum realm?
Because she can do fucking everything. She's
Yeah,
higher.
she's
She's
pretty
higher
good.
tech than even friggin' like.
That's the Wakanda shit. She don't know about no freaking way. She might
Yeah.
already know about the quantum
Well,
realm.
but when they were fixing,
You know what? He's gonna bump into her in the
Yeah.
quantum realm. She'll
exactly.
be just doing some shopping. What
Yeah.
you doing, girl?
Yeah, I'm in and out of here all the time.
Yeah, like, what
But
the fuck?
this is where
Just getting some eggs.
This is where I keep my CDs.
Yeah.
But the
There's just so many of them.
I know. Yeah, I don't know why. I haven't switched over to Spotify where you can get miscast
Once you-
commentary.
Once you have so many of them, like just come on.
Mhm.
So you're building a collection.
But like she points out in Infinity War, she like rags on Bruce Banner for how they did a shitty job on
Yeah.
creating Vision and stuff. So like puts it in perspective. Is she's better at that kind of thing than Tony Stark and Bruce Banner combined.
Yeah, she's pretty
So,
good.
Yeah, she's great.
Female power.
So yeah, I mean, there's a lot in there. There's also somebody pointed
Hawkeye?
out,
You
yeah,
say Hawkeye.
Hawkeye as Ronin.
Is he?
Yep, that's his.
Does he have to have an Infinity Stone or something?
Who knows what
He just looked like Hawkeye to me.
Well, he is him, but he is like
5 years
they-
later,
yeah.
hardened.
yeah, which then leads you to believe that all his family got
Is
the
dead.
snap
So
too.
he's the only one out there kicking
So,
ass.
Yeah, he's just like
He looked like he just killed a bunch of people.
yeah, and I'm wondering who
He's in
he's
a dark
killing.
place that looks like I saw his
Yeah,
eyes.
he's probably just kicking the
It's a
shit out of
dark
everybody.
place.
Oh, he's in a very dark place. I think this is going to be the best thing for Jeremy Renner.
I agree.
Is
I
because
think he's going to have a real big role in it.
because the second or the first movie he might as well have not been
Which one?
in first Avengers movie because like he just gets
Oh yeah,
like,
they turn him evil. He said later
Yeah.
on, or later that he was pissed off.
Yeah.
because he was like, "Fuck," but
Yeah.
they remembered that, and I think that this
Yeah.
is going to be his like,
Yeah.
this is for you.
well, and that's
buddy.
why they gave him the role that they did in Avengers: Age of Ultron, where they go to his house and stuff like that.
This is Morales.
Or no, that
My
wasn't.
wife's making us grilled
Yeah.
cheese. Thanks, Hawkeye.
You did it again, you son of a bitch. That's what you find out. That's actually his truest. Like his aim with arrows and stuff like that is not his best skills. It's his ability to make a solid
Yeah,
sandwich.
a grilled
He's got-
cheese in
he-
particular.
He has a shield, like a shield created panini press
Panini
that he just
press.
makes these these out of
Shield.
this world.
Oh, don't forget about friggin' Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel's going to be involved. We don't know how at this point.
Oh, she's gonna
That's-
save Tony Stark.
Yeah.
I really hope it's
That-
not
that's
her comes
gotta-
down and just wails on Thanos.
Yeah.
I hope that's not it.
No.
That would suck. Because he's still got to be more powerful than her, and they all have to team
Yeah.
up with her to beat him.
Absolutely.
And the Hulk's got to get. some slaps
She's
in
going
too.
to
I mean, come
be
on.
she's going to be the straw. Like she's going to be the thing that turns the tide,
Yeah.
but not the
And then yeah, young handsome Sam Jackson.
and a reshaved
Yeah.
Chris Evans looking all
You got the
sexy and
Skrulls,
crying.
which is going to be
doing
their
some
new
acting.
big bad guy.
Yeah, well, I think that's going to be ignored through. I
Well,
think
yeah.
the next Avengers movie, whoever the Avengers are going to be at the time, I think that's going to be your Secret War Avengers.
And then
and-
it'll come out that Captain America's a Skrull.
Well, he's not going to be in any more of the movies anyways, so I don't really know how they're going to continue
Skrull.
with that. They'll probably have to change it to another character. Because,
Yes,
like it's
the
just
Hulk's a Skrull.
somebody's just-
Skrull.
everybody's a scroll. So yeah, I mean, lots to unpack there. There's a million places you can go to. Here, there's one thing where it shows a picture of because there was a lot of mirrored things
in Endgame.
in the trailer that were in other things. Like there's a scene in Captain America when he looks at his little pocket watch with the picture of Peggy Carter in it, and he does that right before he crashes the plane at the end of Captain America. And then there's a similar scene of Tony Stark when he's laying there and he's in his tank top and you can see his thing glowing through his chest and
Right.
he's next to the helmet.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same as a scene when he's in the cave in the first one. So they're doing it. They're making a lot of bookend decisions and stuff like that with this because like
He's still pining over Peggy.
yeah, man.
My God, get over it, bro.
Yeah, fuck the girl from Revenge.
Yeah, hell
Get-
yeah.
Yeah, it's her great niece or whatever, but I think it's totally acceptable.
Whatever. At this point in time, come on.
Yeah, well, she's also Agent Carter, Sharon Carter,
Ooh,
but
yeah.
fucking Peggy Carter, man, she's hot as shit.
She was or is. I think she's
Yeah.
going to be in the next one.
That'd be cool. I enjoyed Agent Carter. It was fun.
I enjoyed her as well.
Yeah, but I'm talking the show.
Oh, no, I hated it. It was
Oh,
garbage.
No, I see.
I just looked at her
Yeah,
the
there
whole
you go.
time.
Yeah, no, I
Her
like.
boobs remind me of the girl from Jag's boobs.
Well,
Like,
because
they
she
have
was wearing the same.
bra.
Well, they
have
were.
the same bras.
They're wearing that boogie woogie bugle
It's
boy,
called
like
bra-
a
they're called brasts.
bra.
They just do bras.
Ah,
Hollywood brast. I tried out for it, but I giggled too much.
I'm a Hollywood bra man.
There's
Hmm.
exactly. There's allowed a certain amount of giggling,
Yes,
but not over the top. I couldn't keep it together.
for sure. So we got that to look forward to, and then we got the beautiful news that they're bumping the movie up a week.
Oh fuck.
So
I
our whole
heard that. I think at the same time we were just like, oh shit.
that was exactly what it is because people who don't know at this point, we are doing a marathon of every Marvel movie leading
Ever
up,
made.
starting in
Except for
January,
the Hulk.
leading up to the release of the movie. And as of right now, our schedule has Ant-Man 2 airing right before or on the day that they're now releasing Endgame. So we're going to have to alter our...
We do Ant-Man 2 in the afternoon. Nighttime we go see Endgame.
Yeah, that's how we're going to have to do it. So we're
do
going
the podcast live in the parking lot of the movie theater. Boom, in.
That may be the way we have to do it, but yeah, we got to sort out some scheduling things, but we're still doing it.
You leave that to us. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah. Don't think, oh man, are they going to figure it out?
Oh,
yeah.
No, I'm so worried.
If we have to do,
don't worry.
If we have to do 2 in a week, relax. It's fucking fine.
You know, shit.
It's not a problem. But we are going to remind you again. I'm going to say this a lot of times until we're past it. Well, I guess technically we are past it already. From our recording here, but you'll hear it more times as we've been recording the other episodes. We're not doing the Incredible Hulk. We don't count it.
It doesn't count.
There's pieces of it like William Hurt's the only real thing that carried over from that shit. So
fine.
It's fine. If Mark Ruffalo was in it, we'd be doing it.
Well, no, one more other thing carried over, like Hulk's not getting his own solo movie.
Yes, that's just gonna.
Thanks
continue.
a lot, Richard Norton.
Yeah. Thanks all the weird rights.
Whatever for your fucking
shit.
name. I won't even say your name right because you fucked it up.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Yes. This is the first time Todd said a name wrong too, which means you know how really serious he is about this.
Exactly.
Other trailers.
Aquaman.
Todd's
I think
excited
Aquaman's
for
gonna be
Aquaman.
wicked. It looks like just a big ass. Like it looks like there's just crazy action. Shark rumbles.
I'm feeling like an abused
Bug-Eye's blowing buildings up with his face.
I'm feeling like an abused wife. It's like DC might have changed, but I don't think so.
I think James Wan is a great director.
I agree.
I think he has a real flair for action.
I agree with that too.
And he's got it. Not a lot of people have it. He's got it. Once I saw that fucking Fast and the Furious 12, I was like, this movie kicks ass.
See, I would have been way. Again, it's
a fucking cartoon. It's a comic book movie.
I'm totally on board with that. It's just every time I look at it, it's not that I'm even thinking about, oh, it's Aquaman or anything like that. Or I'm thinking of I flash back every other DC movie I've watched. Yeah. And I just my brain cries. And I just, I'm like, I can't give it money. I have to wait.
I'm giving it all my money.
There you go. He's giving it all the money.
I tried to root for ever since I was made Aquaman at that a hero themed wedding. I was like, I'm gonna root for that
cool.
fucker.
That was good. Yeah, exactly. He better get a goddamn ever since
he's hella powerful.
Ever since Vince played him in Entourage.
Yep.
Season 1, baby.
Fucking right.
See,
this movie is. I've read a bunch of early reviews. Mm-hmm. They all said the same thing. It's big, it's dumb, but it's infectious and it's nonstop action.
See, and I can get behind that.
And it's filled with all the lore of fucking Aquaman. It is exactly like a comic book movie come to life. Yeah. But a lot of people, being you and somebody else I've spoke to, are not digging the bio. And when you only know 3 people, that's the majority of them.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
That's a lot of people.
I'm fine with that.
They don't like this bioluminescence, the glowingness of it. I dig it. I dig it. I want to see Amber Heard fucking
There's something
glowing.
There's just something about the overall look of the movie is too weirdly shiny. I don't know. And again, I think it also has a bit to do with the style.
It's supposed to be very campy.
And I don't mind campy. I'm on board with that. That's how Guardians of the Galaxy was successful and stuff like that. I'm totally cool with that. I think it's I've seen him in other movies, and now he looks like a different version of him in his movie.
Oh.
It's Aquaman. He's been... Yeah, because he was in Justice League, but now it's here's shiny Jason Momoa for his solo movie. I know he wasn't shiny here, but
he was
shining
in the dark.
Yeah,
the DC was the darkest place you could be.
The bottom of the ocean.
There was no, that's bright. See, have you been there? Yeah. James Cameron has. He'll tell you it's bright as hell. Remember the Abyss?
Yeah, that's where he got the idea for fucking
He made Avatar. A bioluminescence. James Cameron.
He needed it. Yeah, I was gonna say he needed it to light his Abyss scenes. I injected everything down there.
Yeah, exactly. With this mutagen he found out of a crashed satellite.
Yeah. Nobody even knows that the real budget for the Abyss was $6 trillion.
Exactly.
But yeah, so you had that, and then a surprise one, a movie I hadn't even heard about until I saw the trailer, was Brightburn, produced by James Gunn.
It looks like Superman gone wrong.
Well, basically, the way it was when I saw the post for it, it said, "What if Superman was Michael Myers?" which is actually a really good way. It's a silly question to ask, and then you're like, wait, I gotta have a look at this, and then you look at it, and it's creepy, but it is Superman's lore.
He
all
looks
the way
like
through.
Totally
like
the
every
crash. I was like, "What is this fucking Superman?"
like,
I was
and
"Oh,
the way they find him. There's even that scene that's like right out of Man of Steel, where it's like you see like the waving like laundry and like his
he's
the waving
running
like
through.
Mm-hmm.
And then he wears the Scarecrow's mask with glowing eyes.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just, I was just like, whoa.
I hope it doesn't take a long time to get to the creepy. Like, I feel like we're not looking at the end of the movie there when the creeper scenes happen.
I feel like it's a 40-minute burn before you see the
Okay, that's okay. That's fine.
Like,
as
you
long
might
as
get
the rest
some.
of the movies like.
I feel like you're gonna get some Damien stares.
Omen shit. Yeah. That's exactly what I was just gonna say.
So he's just gonna be. And then it's gonna be like, what is he doing? He's staring at a wall.
Oh no, he's pooping.
He's drawing a figure 8 that's like all lines. Is that scary?
It's terrifying.
But that's the thing. It's just kind of like the jab. Are you scared yet? Well, you might be scared later. Or will you?
Or are you scared now?
Yeah, like that was.
Ooh.
But it looks super cool and very kind of ironic and weird to say it, but it looks original, despite the fact that it's a complete.
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. It kind of reminds me a little bit of that Slither one or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, which is
him too. I know,
a James Gunn movie with Elizabeth Banks.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
He loves that Elizabeth Banks.
Everybody does. She's fucking amazing.
She's aight.
She's aight. Yeah. And then I saw the trailer for the Netflix Ben Affleck movie.
Is that what it's called? The Ben Affleck movie?
Yeah, I cannot
Watch
remember.
me go to rehab.
Yeah.
Again.
I cannot remember the name of this, but it's Ben Affleck, Oscar Isaac, Pedro Pascal, Garrett Hedlund, a bunch of people.
Netflix has got like a million movies happening now. Like I said, the new Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, which is why they're raising our rates again.
Yeah. They're going to go under soon. They're like $8 billion in debt.
Well, and then you said, were you here? Did we discuss the all the the Disney shows they're going to be putting out?
Yeah, I think so. There's like a shit ton.
Where
you
it's
probably
like,
mentioned it to yourself.
They're doing one with Winter Soldier and Falcon that stars them. They're doing one with Vision.
So it's like a road movie, a hilarious road comedy.
They're doing like kind of like, you know how you get those side comics and stuff like that? They're doing that, but they're making a bunch of small limited series. So there's going to be one with Vision and Scarlet Witch. There's going to be one about there was a whole.
What do you mean the directors of all these things are going to be?
There was a whole list of the different ones though, but I think it's
fucking Disney. They're going to kill Netflix. You watch.
I don't think that's quite that's not quite possible.
Dream's over.
But
Thanks,
they
Disney.
need to go big to get a big chunk because they need people to buy it immediately.
The Muppets should host the Oscars.
That's a great idea. I'm not at all mad at that. So yeah,
That's like their format.
I pitched John Mulaney and Nick Kroll as the host of the Oscars, either as the guys from Oh Hello or not. I'd rather not. But as much as I liked Oh Hello, I'd rather just be them because they're just naturally funny by themselves. But yeah, I'm totally down with the Muppets because they're all
singing songs. You could have segments where they're, each when the celebrity comes out, there's like a Muppet with them.
Yeah, you have Janice, the transgendered band member.
Yep. Now there's the new one, Lily, the first homeless Muppet.
Yeah. You remember
she's like a bum. She's even bummier than Oscar the Grouch.
Yeah.
I thought Oscar was homeless.
Oh, he's not.
I mean, there's in Grouchland.
He's got garbage can,
which goes to Grouchland.
Yeah, so everything's cool. But what was the one? What was the name of the one? So, dummy, where you think we should earn? I'm not answering the stupid question.
Carl.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Carl,
so, dummy, what do you think we should earn? I ain't talking. See? Well, then I'm gonna bite your head off.
Carl the big dumb, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Whatever he is. If he's wearing bunny ears, he's Carl the bunny, the big dumb bunny. Carl the.
Yeah, and then they had, and then Pepe, the giant prawn, he just presented an award. Yeah. He presented like a video game award with Ninja.
Nice.
The Fortnite dude. Yeah, so.
That fucking game should be illegal. Honest to God, the game should be fucking illegal.
It's bananas.
Microtransactions, like, holy shit, these kids don't even know. They're just free to play my fucking balls.
I played the game a few times and I've never been remotely. See, that's the thing about me though. I am the right kind of cheap where I do not get sucked into these things.
Well, I don't either, but these kids are hilarious. They're spending tons of money.
Oh, yeah. But now they're getting you again because Fortnite just came out with a huge
like expansion.
No, I'm not even talking about the game.
New pants.
They've got toys. So you can buy this thing. I saw it at Walmart the other day, and it's 2 of the figures. It's all of like the weapons and the little like mining tools and stuff, and then a bunch of the boards and stuff, so you can build and do all that stuff. And it was like $90.
I think that I'm telling you right now, this game is like absolutely the worst game anybody's gonna play.
Well, see,
it teaches kids exactly the wrong everything. That like money is dispensed. You can do whatever. Just hey, I want this guy to dance this dance. I'm gonna pay $4.
Well,
like,
here's the thing.
Are you kidding me?
This is not even close to the first game that's been like
no,
this.
I know it is because all these stupid free-to-play games are actually not.
Yeah, like Warcraft.
Yeah, all
the
this
Warcraft
fucking,
and all those
like, well,
ones.
no, World of Warcraft actually isn't nearly as big as a ripoff.
See, I've heard my sister talk about it, and it's
okay, I don't really know. Maybe
horrible.
it is.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Like, and they've all been like
My God.
Did you ever hear about the it was like the biggest like robberies in like online video gaming and stuff like that? It was called the biggest dick moves in online video gaming. And it was just this awesome.
Oh, like things from WoW, and like you're looking for this, and someone steals it from you, kind of.
Well,
thing?
it was but way better. There was a game. I want to say it was Eve, but I'm not 100% sure now because it's been a long time since I read the article. But it's like a kind of game where you basically use real money to buy stuff within the game, and you can buy ships and you can buy all these different things, but you also work jobs to earn the money in the game. So it's like, but like you work on a starship and you do this thing and do that thing, and I don't really know the mechanics of the game, but basically
you're working for Spacebox.
But basically this one guy was a high-ranking member of like a guild kind of thing, right? Where there was a lot of people together, and he was like the treasurer or something like that. And so he was in charge of all of their actual money that was like pooled together and all this kind of thing. And he took all of it and then bought the game's like version of the Death Star. Like it's basically the most powerful whatever. And he took
Killed
it
everyone.
and he by himself. No, he just flew out into the middle of whatever. And he's like, "You upset that I took your money? Come get me." And then people would come get him, and it's just done. Like,
come get me.
And then
can't you sue him for stealing your actual money?
Not really, because you're like, hey, you're in charge of our money. It's
like
basically
the treasurer. Why would you trust this
way,
fucking troll ass?
Here's the because this predates the word troll. So I guess like
Whoa.
so this was like the first guy to think it up.
What a dick move.
And then
bro.
my favorite one, which I think we may have spoken about before, not necessarily on here, but just in general, there was a bit of a ceasefire on World of Warcraft.
Yes.
Where there was some guy died and they had a funeral for him. And if you've ever seen the video, I'll post it if I can find it again, but it's basically like this nice comic while everybody's like doing whatever to pay respects to the guy who died, and then it like smash cuts over to the other side where it's another guild, and you're and it's just and they're all and like they all agreed no weapons, no anything, like they're just gonna come and it's gonna be a very peaceful whatever, and then it cuts back and it does that for like 7 minutes, and then finally you see these two things converge and they just go and wipe out like 100 people who don't have weapons, and they just steal all their shit, and you see all the like chat things going up the side going, "You're a monster." Like just like it's bananas. And that's why you should not take video games so goddamn seriously, and that's why you cannot get me to pay for a game that is free. Like I don't
no, fuck that, man. Just buy Mario Kart and fucking just enjoy the game.
Well, here's my
where you get the whole game for what you paid for.
The only difference, and the only one I have not paid for it yet, but I will, is the expansion on Legend of Zelda.
Yo.
No,
that's different.
Yeah.
That is completely different.
Oh, it's different because
like with
it's
Mario Kart 8, you paid $20 and you got like 4 full-on like extra levels of 4 levels.
Yeah.
So you got like whatever. I can't do the math. Fuck math.
4
times 4.
6 billion.
Yeah.
No, but yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And when you do Zelda, it's like another whole game, pretty
Yeah.
much. That's an add-on. I don't consider that's DLC. This isn't like microtransactions.
No, I agree.
Hey, do you want to get in this door you couldn't get into? Give us $5.
Exactly. That shit's bananas.
Yeah, like
and I play
the same thing with Fortnite. Where it's like, do you want this guy's dance? You got to pay real money.
Yeah, yeah. You want?
I need all the dances.
You want to like wear a like New England Patriots football jersey, which is the thing in there.
Money.
And that's money.
That's disgusting.
And I'm just
you should unlock it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're paying for it is so. You know what we've learned now though
What's that?
from this?
Mm-hmm.
If we've learned one thing, always bring your weapon to a funeral.
I agree. And I always do.
Never trust those motherfuckers.
I flat out
DTA, just like Stone Cold said, baby.
You got it. I flat out like nailed a dude in the face with a bow staff at my grandmother's funeral. I was 5 years old, and it ended up being the priest. I did apologize. He didn't seem to mind. Boys will be boys after all. And he liked that boys would be boys.
Who doesn't?
Right? But wow.
I went to one of my family members' funerals,
Yeah.
opened the casket, and unloaded an entire clip into them. I'd been watching a lot of zombie movies and eating a lot of mushrooms, so
Yeah. Oh yeah.
they were definitely dead. Just to let you know.
They're
I don't know why
dead now.
anybody was upset. I was like, they're already dead. Like, what do you
Exactly.
were they just killed them again?
Yeah, what were you gonna catch a
What the
selfie
hell?
with them?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like,
Which they were probably. That's
Yeah.
like a thing now too.
oh my god, funeral selfies.
I've seen a bunch of people like put on their Instagram. They're like one last picture with grandma, and they're like
one last
and-
picture,
and
and
they're,
you'll
like,
notice they'll take
duck-facing and
grandmother's hand and put it on their crotch.
Yeah.
You're like
I-
old times at grandma.
I still do that. You know how easy it is to get a loose hand. You just,
A loose handy.
I know. I just shook it off. It's like,
Just shake it off.
you know, hey,
Shake
that's what
that.
Taylor Swift told me to do.
Shake it off.
Happy birthday, Taylor Swift, by the way.
Happy
That's her
birthday,
today.
grandma.
No, they're all dead.
Yep. Well,
Actually, I'm the saddest story.
that's the one you should
Nope.
tell,
The saddest story. I'm not entirely sure if one of my grandmothers are dead.
or not.
That's because no, it's
Are
my
they on the run?
no, it's my step grandmother who lives out in Edmonton, and her family is really weird about contact and would like not let her contact us for the longest time. And then when I went out to
They're trying
Edmonton,
to get in the well.
well, I went out to Grand Prairie, Alberta for a wedding, for my brother-in-law's wedding. And so we flew to Edmonton and then drove there, but I visited with her while I was there. And that was the last any of us have heard of her, heard from her.
my
And that
God.
was like 10 years
Dude,
ago.
I've been watching a shit ton of these murder mystery
And she was like
things.
88 then. So
Like
I mean,
Forensic Files.
Yeah.
It's called. Literally, that's like actually what it's called.
mhm.
Amazing. I don't know why
Yeah.
I'm into these like half an hour like inside edition shows,
I don't know.
but I can tell you exactly what's happening right
I
now.
watched a show that
So
just takes
she
place
is
in an
locked
airport.
up somewhere. They're using her credit cards and her identity.
That's what I would be doing if she was
Yep.
here. So I don't really
Absolutely.
See, yeah,
That's exactly what you should probably get on that.
that's fine.
You might want to call the police just to maybe check up on grandma.
I would, but it's like, ugh, you know, why? Who
I
could
know,
bother?
like we could be watching Happy Life Day again.
Yeah, exactly.
Happy Life Day, grandma.
Yeah. I love you, Grandma. I'm hedging my bets that you're dead, but it's like
I literally just said, I said literally a lot.
Yeah.
But today I was at the Walmart and I saw a lot of old people smiling and I missed my grandmother.
yeah.
So
that's
happy
nice.
Life Day, grandmother.
Happy Life Day, Grandma. I actually had a weird moment. This was not grandma related, but it
Well,
was.
what the fuck then?
I was fucking an old lady. Remind me of grandma.
There you
Ah.
go. That's better.
That's how I learned.
There you
But
go.
no, I was at work and I was driving down just before I pulled in type thing. And there's a little park there and it's got a splash pad for the summer. But during the winter, they fill up that area. It's like all like kind
With
of like
eggnog?
concave. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh.
No, they fill it up with water and then they let it freeze over. And then it's a little like skating rink. And I just saw like little kids skating and stuff like that. And I just had this kind of like Dickensian like, moment. And I was like, oh, that's the first time I felt joy in a while. That's pretty cool.
First,
And-
I just picture one kid with his foot frozen in the block.
Yeah.
Like, but his parents came back and put one skate on him.
Then he fell on his face
Yeah.
and just busted
Yeah,
out his
like
front
like
teeth.
as if for some reason it froze over with him,
Yeah.
his foot in there.
I don't know how long you'd have to wait for that.
Oh, exactly.
Who has that kind of patience anymore?
I don't care as long as I show up and it's there.
Yeah.
Let that kid
Yeah,
deal
you
with it.
you figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll bring you a sandwich if
Yeah.
you feel like
no,
waiting
I'm
it out.
gonna eat that sandwich. It was
Well,
meant for him,
Yes, I'll bring it
but
for him.
I only had like 5-6 pieces of bacon,
Mhm.
4 eggs,
Yeah.
3 pieces of toast, and hash browns. So
Yeah.
like I'm hungry still.
And then that side of sausage.
I'm still pretty hungry.
I
from
still do that all
light.
I do that all the time.
breakfast.
I wrote myself into ordering extra food. And
Rope yourself.
well, no, it's that kind of thing where you go out somewhere and you're like, we can't do that thing that we always do. Like I'm right, like we went to Olive Garden because we're fucking classy, and and I was like, well, I'm not ordering an app because I order an app, but then they also give you the unlimited breadsticks.
2 for 1 apps, unlimited breadsticks,
And like, well, you get
your meal.
You get the breadsticks, you get all this other stuff. So I'm like, I've already eaten 10 pounds of food before my meal shows up, and then I take a bite of it, and but I don't want it to go. It's just gonna sit in my fridge until I throw it out.
Until I throw it. I love leftovers.
But the
you just remind me I have to go to this week.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
I am going to East Side Mario's.
Nice. Bada boom. Bada
Fucking
bing.
A. Okay, continue.
Okay. Can I guess what you're gonna get?
Yes.
Baked ziti.
No.
No. What is it?
Try again.
It's a cheese.
Pull up the menu. Let's do this.
It's a cheese thing.
Yes.
I know that.
Yes.
I know it's like a 5 cheese thing.
There's cheese on it.
Because I remember what it looks like. It's very orange. It's so cheesy.
Yes.
Yeah. So what's the name of it then?
It's like cheese capolettis.
Oh, capolettis. There it is. I remember your meal.
You were there though.
Yeah,
you were there.
Yeah.
I haven't had it in forever. You just reminded me with the bread and I was like, fuck it, I'm going tomorrow. I don't give a shit.
I made bread bowls the other day. For
Bread
pasta.
balls.
Bowls.
Oh.
I just flat out ripped it off from when I ate at Olive Garden. It was a meatball pizza in a bread bowl.
Italian meatball pizza.
Well, it's just like we're gonna do something soon. Maybe that's how we'll end our year. We'll do a bunch of these things. Came across a Twitter account where they feed a bunch of like video into an AI and then make it write a script based on what it watched.
It's amazing.
And they did it.
It is actually, you know what? Even for me, I really, really enjoyed it.
And they did one for an Olive Garden commercial, a Hallmark movie, but a House Hunters episode. It's just
we should have that robot on our show.
Trying my best. I'm working on it.
Not the guy.
No, I don't want
the
guy.
robot.
Let's find out if we can find a bot and then make a bot and then feed it Miscast commentary and make it write a Miscast commentary episode.
Yes.
And then we'll perform it.
It's just going to go like dick, cock, boobs, balls. And then dead silence for a while.
And then what will the robot do?
Yeah.
But it's something else. We're going to try and maybe dramatize a couple of those for you.
Do we have an entire movie to watch?
Yeah, we do. I think we should probably get to
it.
Oh my God,
bro.
It is late.
I know, like, holy fuck, we've been here for like 3 days.
I'm so sorry.
It's tomorrow.
It is almost tomorrow. Okay, guys, this is as good a time as any to wrap this turkey up. As always, visit us at miscastcommentary.com. Email us podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us at Miscast Podcast. I'm at JK Finley. Todd's at Miscast Todd. Go check out our t-shirts at teepublic.com/stores/miscast-commentary. Just go find the link on our anywhere. You go to any of our episodes, go to our website, go anywhere. You'll find the link to the store, and you can see a bunch of good stuff there, including some just favorites from.
I'm gonna start putting some random things on now.
Yeah,
I have nothing but time.
Also,
I'm gonna get a little camera or something.
Okay.
Put little shits out there.
Yeah. We're gonna try
little shits and gigs.
We're trying to. The plan is we're going to be bolstering our YouTube presence sooner than later. Yeah, there's some announcements to come based on that, because I only say there's announcements because I've already made a decision and now I'm going to talk to Todd, so it seems like more of a group decision. But we'll get into that later. Anyway, so tune in next week.
Yeah.
For Star Wars holiday special.
Oh my Lord.
Then stay tuned.
Get ready to live again.
Christmas Day, to our lonely listeners, watch A Christmas Story. You know what's great? Like, doesn't TBS
we didn't
play?
watch A Christmas Story?
No, we didn't, because you were away, so I watched it with my wife.
Oh, for fuck, that's like the best movie.
Dude, we'll watch it again. We'll do it another time.
Put me in there.
What's that? Yeah.
Just put me in.
I'll
watch the movie separately and then you throw me in.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
It's so fun.
Record it on your phone.
And somehow it works seamlessly.
It can't not.
Like,
there's no way
questions were asked.
Yeah.
Then you'll know, why did I just randomly? You'll think, remember when you're doing it and you randomly just asked a question and no one answered it? I'll answer it.
It's like the Corsican brothers, where one person gets hit, the other person feels pain. It's like one person asks the beginning of a dick. Wow, it's time to go, baby.
I know when you're taking a good dump because I'm taking that same dump.
Yeah, my asshole just opens wide.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, he's pooping now. I'm pooping.
I would sure wish I wasn't on a roller coaster. Okay, guys, we will see you
Sure
next
wish
week.
I wasn't at that handstand competition. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh.
Well, think about that and go to bed, kiddies. All right, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast media production.